Guys, are you ready? This is the long one. That's what she said. Going to need a square or rectangular container, quite a bit of liquid latex, and pour that ish in there. So you've got a pretty solid layer. Then mix in some black acrylic paint with it until it becomes a dark gray or black color. Mixy, mixy, mixy. I'm using a silicone brush, I guess you'd call it. Basically what you apply a face mask with so that it doesn't mess with the actual brush. Or you can use any kind of back handle of the brush, whatever you want to do. Once it's completely dry, coat that with a powder, whether that be baby powder, translucent powder, flour, whatever you got. And start peeling it up, being sure to continue to apply other powder or the same one, whatever, under and over it. This is going to ensure it doesn't stick to itself. I made 2 of these just to be sure I would have enough, and then I cut them into very regular triangle, rectangle, square, and hexagonal type shapes. I don't even know if that's a word, but we're going with it. None of them can look the same, basically just none of them need to look the same. Put that portion to the side, and the next part of this is going to be where her heart goes. Starting off with a very crappy stencil looking thing with a transparent mobile cutting board taped on the top of it. You might want to put some Vaseline or some oil down so that you can actually take up the prosthetic at the end of this. It's going to be a lot easier that way, I promise. I'm going to be using liquid latex on a disposable sponge. Dab that all around the perimeter of it, and start adding some rolled out cotton balls to it. Then continue to make a wall. Okay, now this is awkward. Everyone can come in, I swear. Once you got your wall, okay, let's call it an introverted mode. That sounds a little bit better. You're going to add some more liquid latex into the middle and build up a cotton round inside. I think I added 2 or 3. Then making a spiral shape and then another spiraled into the first one, into the inverted wall thing. Now, super easy, but also very, very difficult part because all the footage of this DIY that I actually made it with, like the painting portion of it, thank God it was only this, so I lost some of the painting footage, basically, is what I'm saying. So this is what you missed. I started off with a forest green color, painted the entire middle, so everything but the reverse moat wall thing, then mixed white and yellow, but mostly yellow to make a pastel yellow color, added that to these spiral crevices, and then some white barely there lines, kind of just like thunder almost throughout the entire thing, with about 5 lines spiraling in and out of one another. And then the reversed moat wall gray. Now back to the footage I didn't somehow lose. I'm continuing on with painting red between the gray that I painted and the little notches I added with some red paint. And then I painted some white paint onto a stippling sponge. Dab that continuously to give it some texture and help it blend ahead of time for the look that we're doing later on. Now for the actual tutorial, you guys aren't going to need any eyebrows for this, so if you got them, say goodbye. Hell, even glue them down if you'd like. I'm going to be taking some Rage, which is a water-activated paint from SFX COSPLAY. It's an online site. I'll leave it in the down bar below. It's a water-activated paint though, and I'm painting almost one entire side of my face and body. To add some dimension and make it look more fire, because girl or boy, you are fire. Add some orange and yellows in there as well, and then dab them out. The orange is Tiger from SFX COSPLAY, and yellow is, again, from SFX COSPLAY, but it's called Lemon Yellow. For the other half of my body though, I'm going to be using yet another paint from SFX COSPLAY, and this one's Lemon Lime. And then I'm coming in with the prosthetic we just previously made. I'm going to be using liquid latex to adhere it, but you can use Pros-Aid, Spirit Gum, whatever you got the adhesive remover for. Adding some more red around it to help blend it in better, and then add some paints for the same texture as the rest of the red side hats. Now here comes all those little black pieces we just cut out. I'm sticking them one by one randomly to myself. There's no rhyme or reason to how I did this. I just stuck them down to wherever they would fit and hope for the best, and it turned out pretty well in my opinion. I then continued that up my chest, neck, and then to my face. Watch out for the little hairs though, because that shit hurts to take off. I found the easiest way to do this was with tweezers, so I could grab them a lot easier and not get liquid latex all over my hand. As for the eye makeup though, I'm going to be using my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk, which is apparently really old school considering what Twitter has been saying lately, but it's fine, I'm dealing with it. Anyway, it's still love of my life for any colorful look. For the Te Fiti side though, I'm going to be starting off with the Enchanted Forest, which I thought to be very, very fitting considering the entire tutorial. And I'm blending that into my using Checkmate from Colourpop as a bit of a transition color and my lid color. Te Fiti is literally the epitome of natural. Like, she is literally the pure embodiment of nature. So of course her makeup is going to match that aspect of her. To take it down and under my waterline, I'm going to be using Esmeralda from NYX and lining my waterline and then blending it out again with Checkmate. To keep the green theme going for my mascara, I'm going to be using Venus Flytrap from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. And then Equality, again from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. This one is specific to his Equality collection bundle, but I'm going to be using it on my eyebrows and my lips to give more definition and dimension. That just means dimension if you guys watch Guy Tang. For the Teka side, I'm coming in with Flamethrower as my lip color, again Jeffree Star Cosmetics. And for my eyes, Brighty from Colourpop thrown into my crease. With Butter Cupcake from SUGARPILL as my lid color. It's a little bit more wild but still natural as a volcano would be. As for the eyeliner for this eye, I'm going to be using Summer Tease, another from NYX. If you happen to have any fallout from any of these shadows, you can just wipe them away with a fluffy brush that is super clean. Make sure it doesn't have any product on it or else you're messing up the entire thing. You don't want to be using any makeup remover or makeup removing cloths here because it'll remove everything. As for the mascara, I'm going to be using Queen Bee from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. And to add one more thing to the Teka side, I'm going to be using a water-activated paint. This is Teal from MEHRON Makeup. It's a Paradise paint and a stippling brush to add some texture spots, almost to make it look more ashy because it's a volcano, right? I'm really focusing it around the heart area or where her heart should be. I'm using a liquid latex to adhere some faux moss to the Te Fiti side and add some texture to make her look even more earthy. Lastly, I'm adding a green wig and some flowers, mostly just around my wrist, and you are done. If you guys enjoyed today's tutorial, I know it was a long one, but happy Halloween!